Hey there, welcome back to our kitchen. I'm Lauren, this is Jenny. We're two of Festival's Mealtime Mentors, and today we are taking our favorite fall vegetables and we're turning it into a warm, satisfying salad.
That's right, Lauren. Today we are making a fall roasted vegetable panzanella salad.
Yes, so the fall vegetables that we're featuring today, we're featuring so many great fall flavors, but the vegetables we're featuring are Brussels sprouts. So we've taken Brussels sprouts. These are actually pretty large. Sometimes they're big, sometimes they're small. You never really know. These have been, the butt's been cut off, kind of that bottom part, and then we've halved them. You can quarter them if you'd prefer them to be a little bit smaller, but completely up to you. So we've got our Brussels sprouts, and then we've got our butternut squash. So you could, of course, take a butternut squash, peel it, and cube it. But we actually sell this already peeled and cubed, which is really nice.
Yeah, it's a huge time saver.
So that is what we have here. And then I'm just going to coat this with a little bit of olive oil, drizzle it on here, which will help give it a really good flavor. And then a little bit of salt and pepper. And then this will be going in the oven along with our bread.
Yeah, so the bread is also super simple. We just have a loaf of sourdough bread that we've cubed. So I'm gonna get that onto our pan. We're basically just making very large croutons.
Yes, but panzanella salad actually originates in Italy, and it's meant to be more of like a bread salad, which I don't know about you, that sounds amazing to me.
Yes.
Bread and salad just go together perfectly. So when you can mix it right in, it's just so delicious.
So I've got olive oil and then also doing a little bit of salt and pepper on here. Get all that great flavor. Give that a quick stir.
So we have our oven roasting, or excuse me, preheating to 400, which is what you would typically roast vegetables in. If you're ever roasting vegetables, 400 is a pretty good temperature. The bread would cook for 10 minutes-ish, really until it gets a little crispy, to your liking, of course. And then the veggies take a little bit longer, especially depending on the size of the Brussels sprouts, but usually 15 to 20 minutes is what it takes for them to get nice and roasted and cooked through.
Yeah, and we're really looking for like that caramelized color where you get a lot of sweetness out of the vegetables too.
Yes, which is why roasting is so delicious for vegetables. So Jenny just set those to the side over there. We have some in the oven that are cooking already, so we can have those nice and warm because we really want to enjoy the salad warm.
Definitely. So while, oops, I'm going to hand these to you. And while those are finishing up cooking, I'm going to get started on our apple cider vinaigrette, which is super simple. Just have a little saucepan here, and I'm going to add in apple cider.
It's great when you can use that this time of year, especially in a dressing, something a little different.
Apple cider vinegar for just a little bit of that tang, and then we have some shallots too.
So if you're unfamiliar with shallots, shallots are kind of a hybrid between an onion and garlic, but they offer really, really great flavor.
So I'm just going to bring this to a boil, and then once it's to a boil, reduce it to a simmer, and then let that simmer until it's reduced to about a half cup. That'll take a few minutes. All right, so our dressing is starting to look really good. It's almost reduced to that half cup that we need it to be at.
So we'll give that another second or two, and while we're doing that, let's talk about our base of our salad today, which we're using kale. You could definitely substitute with the spinach, but we like using kale because it's nice and hearty, and it'll stand up to all these other ingredients that we're adding. But speaking of it being hearty, we do like to give it a little massage, so I've already washed my hands, and you literally just get in there and give it a little massage just to kind of help break down some of the fibers a little bit. It'll make it a little bit less of that bitter flavor that usually comes from kale, make it a little bit sweeter.
And the kale is usually kind of tough too, so this will soften it up a bit, which is really great.
Yes.
And while Lauren is working on that, I'm going to finish up our dressing. So it looks great. I'm going to turn off the heat here and add in the rest of our ingredients. We have a little bit of maple syrup, so a great fall flavor.
You could substitute with honey if you don't have maple syrup at home.
And some Dijon mustard, and just a little bit of like that tang. I love it. I love it so much.
Yes, definitely a fall flavor as well.
And just a touch of olive oil for the dressing to kind of come together. So I'm going to give that a whisk, and that's it. Super simple.
So good. So I'm going to start adding in our other ingredients, and I think our veggies should be good now.
They should be good.
So we can get those too, and we can start assembling the salad. So we're adding in a chopped apple. We've used Honeycrisp just because it's definitely one of my favorite fall flavored apples. You could use whatever you have on hand at home. We're also adding in some dried cranberries, some toasted pecans we've just toasted right on the stovetop for just a couple minutes. And then some pepitas, which you can find these in our natural department in the bulk bins.
Lots of great crunch. So let's get these veggies in. They look beautiful.
Oh my gosh, these are exactly how I like my Brussels sprouts.
All right, let's see if I can do this without spilling.
Yay, good job.
Right, and then I'm also going to grab our bread, which we pulled out of the oven a little bit ago because it cooks a little faster than these veggies.
Yes, that only goes for about 10 minutes. The veggies took closer to 20. So I'm just tossing this together. And you want to serve these right out of the oven because we want the salad to be warm. That's kind of the appeal. It has a warm dressing and warm ingredients as well with the veggies. That's good. Those can be snack pieces for later. So as you can see, lots of bread in the salad. Definitely that bread salad that we were talking about earlier.
Super hearty, very filling.
Yes, for sure. It could be a meal or served as a side dish. You could serve it with a side of like chicken breast or salmon, some sort of protein.
Ready for the dressing?
Yes.
Okay, so we're just gonna drizzle this on top.
I love that the dressing is warm. It just adds such a different dynamic to a salad, and especially as the weather, or the temperatures I should say, cool down a little bit. You want something that's nice and warm, but sometimes you also do just want a salad.
Yes. Kind of like a salad comfort food.
Yes. So let's serve this here.
I'm gonna nudge these out of the way.
Yeah, that works great. All right. Try to get you all the, oh, this looks like some good Brussels sprouts.
I love all the colors in here.
Yes. And I should have mentioned too, with like the dried cranberries, you could substitute with dried cherries, which I absolutely love. You could also, if you don't like Brussels sprouts, substitute with broccoli or substitute the butternut squash with sweet potatoes.
Super easy to kind of mix and match whatever your favorite veggies are.
Yes, lots of different options.
Thank you.
Yes. Let's give this a try. Oh my gosh, the
You got
dressing.
something crunchy.
I got the bread. What about you?
I got some squash.
The squash is really good.
Yeah.
Well, we hope you give this satisfying fall salad recipe a try.
And to get this recipe on your phone, text SALAD to 78402.
And for more recipes and resources from your mealtime mentors, visit fastfoods.com.